Hello 9th standard. Let us continue with our geography lesson number 14 today, in which we finished so many topics and we finished with 4th video. So this will be my 5th video, and in this video we will discuss 2 topics from page number 109. Okay, it's lesson number 14, page number 109 in your social studies. Okay, in this 5th point we have to begin with, that is archipelagos. Now what is archipelagos? We can tell islands like India के जो दो neighboring island है, Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep. Okay, those are archipelagos of India. Let's read it. There are few archipelagos in India. Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep are major archipelagos among them. There are many smaller islands in Lakshadweep, and these are located at some distance of Kerala coast. That is, Kerala से थोड़ी ही दूर में लक्षद्वीप आइलैंड है, जहाँ पर काफी मतलब छोटे छोटे आइलैंड्स हैं. Okay, so all those islands together called as Lakshadweep Island. These islands have a horseshoe shape. That is, जिस तरह का horse का पैर होता है उस तरह की उसकी shape है island की. Such coral island are called atolls. ऐसे islands को atoll कहा जाता है. Andaman and Nicobar Island are situated in Bay of Bengal. Here, the number of islands is also more, and these are situated very far from Indian coast. That is, India के किनारे से वो काफी दूर है, but वो India के related ही है. That is, वो India के comparative to other countries, it is closer to India. So it can be considered as archipelagos of India. Okay. Then there are few mountain ranges, or some of which are formed due to the volcanic activity. These islands are spread over 350 kilometers and have a strategic importance. So which islands they are talking about? That is Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Island जो है, it is spread almost up till 350 kilometers, and there are few mountains also to be seen over there, right? Then, like to know, here it is, the only active volcano in India is a barren island in Andaman and Nicobar archipelago, Narcodam, which is very near to it is a dormant volcano. That is, यहाँ पे कौन सी volcano erupt होती है, वो volcano का नाम दिया गया है. That is barren and dormant. Okay, and I think in earlier lesson we also even studied about like tsunami occurred in before few years. In that tsunami, few part of island of Andaman and Nicobar got submerged in ocean itself. Okay, ocean में ही merge हो गए हैं कुछ हिस्सा Andaman and Nicobar का. Okay, thus there is a diversity in the physical feature of India. Every region has its own distinct characteristics, and yet all regions are interconnected. So now this is conclusion of all these 5 points. Okay, which 5 points we studied? We studied the northern mountainous range, then Great Northern Plain, Peninsular Plateau, coastal plains and archipelagos. So all these 5 का ये paragraph which we are going to do now is conclusion. Okay, it is thus there is a diversity in the physical feature of India. That is, देखने में इंडिया की जो धरती है वो ना तो प्लेन है, ना तो completely mountainous है, ना तो completely river included है. It's like various things we can see in this land of India. Every region has its own distinct characteristics, and yet all regions are interconnected. All of them have important contribution in the progress of the nation and are useful in the forest resources. So हर एक जो पार्ट है इंडिया की लैंड का, आइदर इट इज माउंटेन और रिवर्स और प्लेन्स और प्लेट्यूज, कोई भी पार्ट है, बट दे ऑल आर इंटरकनेक्टेड, एक दूसरे से लिंक्ड अप है, एंड दे ऑल आर यूजफुल. ओके. नॉर्दर्न फर्टाइल प्लेन्स आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड स्टोर हाउस फॉर ग्रेन्स. क्यों? क्योंकि नॉर्दर्न साइड में से काफ़ी जो रिवर्स हैं लाइक गंगा एंड यमुना एंड ऑल, देन टॉकिंग अबाउट 5 rivers emerging in पंजाब साइड, सो वहाँ का जो एरिया है इट इज़ कंसिडर्ड एज फर्टाइल प्लेन, के वहाँ पर एग्रीकल्चर एक्टिविटी बहुत अच्छे से हो सकती है. Southern Plateau is rich in many mineral resources which has enhanced the national progress. So North India busy with agriculture, South India is having so many minerals in it, so national progress होता ही है इंडिया का. that is South India से काफ़ी minerals export होते हैं, North India से काफ़ी we can tell grains export होती है, तो it is one type of good development for India. Then many rivers with large volume of water originates in the northern mountainous region, which is also known for the variety of forest resources. So बहुत region है जो water originate है northern mountainous region से, जिनकी वजह से काफ़ी forest resources भी northern and eastern India में देखने को मिलते हैं. Okay? Now that was regarding all मतलब physiography of India. Let's go with one new topic, that is rock. A composite matter which made up of one or more minerals is called a rock. Rock can be hard as well as soft. They can be porous or non-porous and can be light or heavy in weight. That is rocks जो है वो सॉफ्ट भी है टच करने में, रफ भी है टच करने में, वी कैन टेल बहुत हैवी भी है इन वेट, लाइट भी है इन वेट, देन वी कैन टेल porous and non-porous. We can tell there are many rocks which is completely made up of mud, can be after it come contact with water it become mud. ओके. एंड कई रॉक है जो मड नहीं कन्वर्ट होते, दैट इज मिट्टी में कन्वर्ट नहीं होते. ओके. देन वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ रॉक्स आर फॉर्म्ड ड्यू टू डिफरेंट प्रोसेसेस. बहुत सारे रॉक्स फॉर्म होते हैं अलग अलग प्रोसेसेस के साथ. Rocks can be divided into 3 categories on the basis of their formation. So on the basis that is formation के according rocks को 3 categories में divide किया गया है. Now those categories are igneous rocks, stratified rocks and metamorphic rocks. Okay, we have very good table over here which shows us rock get divided into igneous rock, stratified rock and metamorphic rock. Now further igneous rock can be divided into intrusive and extrusive. Then stratified rock divided into inorganic and organic and chemically formed. And further metamorphic is divided into contact and regional. We will study in detail about all these forms in our further part of this lesson, because we have all these 3 types of rocks given very detailed explanation over here. Okay, so we will go through this also, that is igneous rocks, stratified rocks and metamorphic rock we will go through. उससे पता चलेगा कि igneous rocks में से intrusive rocks कौन से हैं, extrusive rocks कौन से हैं, then stratified rock में which are organic, inorganic and chemically formed rocks, and how metamorphic rocks are formed. All this we will get to know by study of our next page. Okay. In the meanwhile, Just go through this and study well. Still, I have not given anything for writing related to this lesson number 14. After we finish our lesson explanation, at the end I will be giving you questions for which you have to write answers in your SS notebook, not in between of lesson explanation. Okay? Which PDF I am giving you? I am simply giving you PDF of what I teach you in the video. Okay? जो वीडियो में मैं टीच करती हूँ उसका मैं आपको PDF देती हूँ, राइट? उसका मतलब है आपको सिर्फ वो रीड करना है. यू डोंट हैव टू राइट दैट PDF इन योर नोटबुक. नोटबुक में ओनली क्वेश्चन आंसर्स एंड वट एवर आई विल टेल यू टू राइट, दैट ओनली यू हैव टू राइट. ओके एवरीवन, टेक केयर एंड कंटिन्यू योर स्टडीज प्लीज. थैंक यू.